Chosen one, God delayed 2 hours to warn you, and the investigator was exposed. Someone digging into your life has been caught, and what they found is now turning against them. I held back time itself just to reach you with this, because what is unfolding around you carries a blessing and a protection you cannot afford to miss. And if you turn away now, you may overlook a moment that shifts your life in ways you have been praying for. I delayed what could have already happened because I wanted you to hear this clearly, to understand that the hidden pressure you have been feeling was not your imagination, but a sign that something behind the scenes was being uncovered and stopped. There was someone who thought they could study your life, analyze your steps, and find something to use against you. Yet what they uncovered did not harm you, but instead revealed the truth about them. I am telling you this now so you can stand in confidence and not fear, because what was meant to weaken you has already begun to collapse. Type Amen to affirm. I did not allow this to continue without interruption, because you are not unguarded, you are not abandoned, and you are not as exposed as you may have felt. There are moments when silence feels heavy, when answers seem delayed, and when you begin to question why certain things are taking longer than expected, but this delay carried purpose. I was positioning events in a way that protected you, while exposing intentions that were never meant to reach you. What they thought they discovered has now turned into something that reveals their own motives, and the very thing they believed would give them power has now removed it. If this is touching your heart right now, take a moment to like this video so more people who need this kind of reassurance can find it in time. You have been walking through a season where things felt unclear, where you sensed something was not right but could not explain it, and I saw every moment of that confusion. I saw the times you held your peace, the times you chose not to react, and the times you trusted even when you did not understand. Those choices mattered more than you realize, because they kept you aligned with protection while others moved without wisdom. What has now been exposed is not just about them being revealed, it is about you being confirmed as someone I am watching over closely. Type 1111 if you believe. Do not let fear try to attach itself to this moment, because fear is not the truth of what is happening. The truth is that you were being shielded in ways you could not see, and the delay you experienced was not denial, but preparation. I was allowing the situation to unfold just enough for truth to rise to the surface, because when truth stands on its own, it does not need defense. The one who was looking into your life thought they were uncovering something hidden, but what they truly uncovered was how protected you are and how little access they actually have. There is a reason I am bringing this to your awareness now, and it is not to make you anxious, but to strengthen your understanding. You have been chosen to move forward without carrying the weight of what others try to place on you, and this moment confirms that their reach is limited. You may have felt watched, questioned, or even misunderstood, but what is happening now is a turning point where those false perceptions begin to fall away. The truth does not need to fight to be seen. It simply rises when the time is right, and that time has come for you. You are stepping into a clearer space where what was hidden becomes visible, and what was confusing becomes simple. The person who thought they could interfere with your path is now facing the results of their own actions, and you do not need to engage or respond to that. Your role is to stay steady, to remain grounded in the peace I am giving you, and to understand that this exposure is not your battle to fight. It is already being handled in ways that go beyond what you can see. There have been moments where you questioned why certain delays happened, why answers did not come quickly, and why progress felt slowed down. But now you are beginning to see the reason. I was creating space for truth to be revealed fully, without confusion or doubt, so that when you move forward, you do so with clarity. This is not just about protection, it is about positioning you in a place where nothing hidden can follow you into your next step. The weight you felt is lifting because what caused it is losing its hold. You are not behind, you are not missing out, and you are not overlooked. You are exactly where you need to be, and this moment is proof that I am actively involved in your life in ways you cannot always recognize immediately. The delay was intentional, the exposure was necessary, and your protection has been constant. What others tried to understand without truth has now revealed more about them than it ever could about you, and that is why you can move forward without fear. Stay close to this understanding, because it will guide how you respond to what comes next. You do not need to prove yourself, you do not need to defend your name, and you do not need to chase clarity from people who never had the right perspective. What is real about you will stand on its own, and what is false will continue to fall away without your effort. This is the shift you have been waiting for, even if you did not recognize it at first. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There is more unfolding from this moment, and you will begin to notice changes in how situations respond to you. What once felt heavy will feel lighter. What once felt confusing will feel clear, and what once felt threatening will lose its presence. This is not coincidence, it is alignment. You are being moved into a space where truth surrounds you, and anything built on false intent cannot remain near you. I allowed you to feel just enough so you would stay aware, but I never allowed it to reach a point where it could harm you. That balance was intentional, and now you are seeing why it mattered. There are things happening behind the scenes that you do not need to control or interfere with, because they are already being handled with precision. The one who tried to look into your life without understanding has now encountered consequences they did not expect. What they believed would give them insight has instead created confusion in their own path. You are not responsible for what unfolds for them, because their actions created their own outcome. Type 1010 if you trust God. You may feel a sense of relief rising within you, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. That feeling is real, and it is a sign that the weight you carried is beginning to lift. What once felt uncertain is now becoming steady, and what once caused you to pause is now losing its influence over you. This is not something you need to force, it is something you allow as you continue forward. I am reminding you that your peace is not dependent on what others do or say. Your peace is rooted in what I have already established for you, and that foundation cannot be shaken by outside interference. The person who tried to interfere believed they had access, but access is something I control, and I did not grant it to them. What they saw was limited, and what they misunderstood has now become clear in a way that does not involve you correcting anything. There is strength in your silence, and there is wisdom in your restraint. You chose not to react when things felt unclear, and that choice kept you aligned with protection. You may not have realized it at the time, but your calmness prevented unnecessary complications. What is happening now is a continuation of that alignment, where your stillness allows truth to speak for itself. Type 222 to receive blessings. You are moving into a space where your focus becomes clearer and your direction becomes stronger. Distractions that once seemed significant will begin to fade, and what truly matters will stand out more than ever. This is part of the shift that follows exposure, because when truth rises, it naturally removes what does not belong. You do not need to sort everything out yourself, because what is not meant for you will separate on its own. There may be moments where you reflect on what happened and wonder how close it came to affecting you, but I want you to release that thought. You were never as vulnerable as it may have seemed, and you were never left without protection. What you felt was the surface of something that was already being handled beneath it. That is why you are still standing in peace while others are dealing with confusion. Your path is not defined by what others attempt, it is defined by what I have placed before you. No investigation, no assumption, and no hidden effort can override what has already been established. You are walking in something that cannot be undone by human intention, and that is why this moment does not end in fear for you. It ends in clarity and forward movement. As you continue, you will notice that certain interactions feel different. People who once seemed close may feel distant, and situations that once felt complicated may become simple. This is not something to question or resist, it is something to accept. You are being guided away from what does not align and toward what does, and that movement is part of your protection. Do not carry the weight of explaining yourself to those who have already formed their own conclusions. Their understanding is not your responsibility, and their perception does not define your truth. What matters is that you remain steady in who you are and where you are going. The more you hold on to that, the less influence outside voices will have over you. There is a quiet confidence growing within you, and it is not coming from what you see around you, but from what you feel within. That confidence is rooted in knowing that you are not navigating this alone. You are being led, guided, and protected in ways that go beyond what is visible. That is why, even in uncertain moments, you are able to move forward without losing yourself. The exposure that has taken place is not just about revealing someone else, it is about confirming your position. It is showing you that you are not easily shaken and that you are not easily reached by what is not meant for you. This confirmation is important because it strengthens how you move next. You are no longer questioning your stability, you are standing in it. There is more clarity coming, and it will not come with confusion or fear. It will come with calm understanding and quiet assurance. You will recognize it not by loud signs, but by the peace that accompanies it. When truth is clear, it does not need to shout, it simply settles in a way that feels right. Continue to trust what is unfolding, even if every detail is not yet visible. You are not required to see everything at once. You are only required to keep moving forward. Each step you take will reveal more, and each moment of trust will strengthen your path. This is how you move from uncertainty into confidence without forcing anything. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. You are not being watched in the way you once feared, and you are not being targeted in the way it once felt. What you sensed has already been addressed, and what was hidden has already been exposed. You can release that tension now and allow yourself to breathe freely again. This is your moment to move forward without carrying what no longer belongs to you. I allowed truth to rise without rushing it, because when truth is revealed at the right moment, it carries a clarity that cannot be questioned. You are now standing in that clarity, even if you are still adjusting to what it means. The one who tried to uncover your life did not realize that their actions would lead to their own exposure. They believed they were moving in secrecy, but nothing is hidden from me, and nothing escapes my sight. What they intended to use against you has now become a reflection of their own intentions, and that reflection is something they cannot avoid. You are not part of their outcome because your path is separate and protected. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. There is a shift happening within you that is subtle but powerful. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but you can feel it in how your thoughts are becoming calmer and your reactions are becoming steadier. This shift is a result of what has been removed from your space, even if you did not see it leave. Sometimes what is taken away is more important than what is added, because it clears the way for peace to settle in. You are no longer carrying the same weight that once followed you, and that is not by chance. I have been lifting what you could not lift on your own, and I have been closing doors that did not need to remain open. What felt like pressure has now turned into release, and what felt like uncertainty is now becoming direction. This is how you move from confusion into clarity without forcing anything. There were moments when you questioned whether you were overthinking or imagining things, but what you felt had a purpose. It was not meant to mislead you. It was meant to keep you aware while something important was taking place. Now that the situation has been exposed, you can see that your awareness was not misplaced. It was part of your protection, guiding you without needing full explanation. Type 555 to affirm. You are entering a space where your focus becomes more aligned with what truly matters. Distractions that once pulled your attention will begin to lose their hold, and what is meant for you will become easier to recognize. This is not something you need to chase. It is something that comes naturally as you stay grounded. The more you remain centered, the clearer everything becomes. The person who tried to understand your life without truth is now facing a reality they did not expect. Their actions have led them into a place where they must confront what they have done, and that is not something you need to involve yourself in. Your role is not to correct them or to explain anything to them. Your role is to continue forward, knowing that what needed to be revealed has already been revealed. There is a calm strength within you that is growing, and it is not dependent on what is happening around you. It is rooted in the understanding that you are not navigating this alone. Every step you take is being guided, even when you are not aware of it. That guidance is what has brought you to this moment, and it will continue to lead you forward. You may begin to notice that certain things feel lighter, even if your surroundings have not changed much. That lightness is a sign that something has shifted internally, and that shift is affecting how you experience everything around you. What once felt heavy is no longer holding the same weight, and that is because it no longer has the same presence in your life. This is the result of what has been exposed and removed. There is no need to look back at what happened with fear or regret. What took place was part of a process that led to this moment of clarity. You were not meant to carry it forward, and you are not meant to be defined by it. It served its purpose by revealing what needed to be seen, and now it is time to move beyond it. You are not alone in this transition, even if it feels quiet. I am present in every step you take, in every thought you process, and in every moment where you need reassurance. You may not always hear or see that presence, but it is there, guiding you in ways that go beyond what is visible. That is why you can move forward with confidence, even when everything is not fully clear. As you continue, you will find that your path becomes more steady and your direction becomes more certain. What once felt uncertain will begin to settle into something solid, and what once caused hesitation will begin to fade. This is not something you need to force, it is something that unfolds as you trust the process. Each step forward will bring more clarity, and each moment of trust will strengthen your position. The exposure that has taken place is not the end of something, it is the beginning of something new. It marks a shift from what was hidden into what is clear, and from what was uncertain into what is stable. You are stepping into that new space now, even if you are still adjusting to it. This is where you begin to move with greater confidence and less doubt. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There may be moments where you reflect on what has happened and feel a sense of disbelief at how it unfolded. That feeling is natural, but do not let it pull you back into old thoughts. What has been revealed has already served its purpose, and there is no need to revisit it repeatedly. Your focus is on what is ahead, not on what has already been handled. You are being positioned in a place where your path is clear and your steps are guided. Nothing that was meant to stop you has succeeded, and nothing that was meant to harm you has reached you. That is not by chance, it is by design. You are moving forward under protection, and that protection remains with you as you continue. It is a continuation of what has already been set in motion, where truth keeps rising and false intentions keep losing their ground. You are not caught in the middle of it. You are being carried through it with care and precision. There is something important you must understand at this stage, and it is that not everything requires your response. There are situations where silence is your strength, and this is one of those moments. The exposure that has taken place is already speaking loudly without you adding anything to it. When truth stands on its own, it removes the need for explanation, and that is why you can remain still without feeling weak. Type 1212 to claim miracles. The one who tried to dig into your life is now facing a reality they did not anticipate. What they believed would give them control has instead placed them in a position of accountability. Their actions have brought them to a place where they must confront what they have uncovered, and that confrontation is not something you need to be involved in. Your distance from this is not avoidance, it is protection. You may begin to notice a shift in how others interact with you, even if nothing has been said directly. That shift is a result of what has been revealed behind the scenes, and it is influencing things in ways you cannot always see. People who once seemed confident in their assumptions may become quiet, and those who once questioned may begin to step back. This is not something you need to analyze, it is something you simply observe as it unfolds. There is a peace being restored within you that you may not have felt for some time. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and real. This peace is not dependent on your surroundings, it is rooted in what has been settled for you. Even if everything around you has not fully changed yet, you are beginning to feel different, and that difference is important. Type 333 if you believe you are protected. You have been through moments where doubt tried to take hold, where you wondered if you were seeing things clearly or if you were missing something important. Those moments were part of the process, but they do not define where you are now. You are moving out of that uncertainty and into a place where your understanding becomes more grounded. What once felt unclear is now settling into something you can trust. The exposure that has taken place is not just about revealing someone else, it is about clearing your path. There were things that could not move forward with you, and this situation has separated them from your journey. That separation may not always feel comfortable at first, but it is necessary. You are being positioned in a way that allows you to move without interference. You are not responsible for how others respond to what has been revealed. Their reactions belong to them, just as their actions did. You do not need to carry their weight, and you do not need to manage their outcomes. Your focus is on your own path, and that path is becoming clearer with each step you take. The more you stay aligned with that, the less everything else will affect you. There is a quiet strength within you that is becoming more noticeable, even if you have not fully recognized it yet. This strength is not about resisting everything around you, it is about remaining steady regardless of what is happening. You are learning to stand without being shaken, and that is a powerful place to be. It allows you to move forward without losing your balance. As you continue, you will begin to see how things are aligning in ways that support you. Opportunities that once seemed uncertain may begin to feel more solid, and decisions that once felt difficult may become easier. This is not something you need to force. It is something that unfolds naturally as you remain grounded. The clarity you are gaining is guiding you without pressure. There may be moments where you feel tempted to look back and try to understand every detail of what happened, but that is not where your focus belongs. What has been revealed has already served its purpose, and there is no need to revisit it repeatedly. Your attention is on what is ahead, and that is where your energy needs to stay. The more you look forward, the less the past will pull at you. You are not walking this path alone, even if it feels quiet at times. I am present in every step you take, guiding you in ways that go beyond what you can see. You may not always feel that guidance, but it is there, shaping your direction and protecting your movement. That is why you can continue forward without fear, even when everything is not fully visible. The person who tried to interfere with your life is now outside of your path in a way that matters. Their influence has been removed, and their access has been limited. This is not something you need to question or confirm. It is something you accept as part of what has been done for you. The shift has already taken place, and you are now moving in a space where that interference no longer follows you. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. You are stepping into a phase where your confidence becomes more natural and less forced. You are no longer trying to convince yourself that things will be okay. You are beginning to feel it without effort. That feeling is a sign that you are aligning with what has already been established for you. It is not something you create, it is something you recognize. There is more clarity coming, and it will continue to unfold in a way that feels calm and steady. You will not need to search for it, because it will come to you in the right moments. This is how you move forward without strain, allowing things to reveal themselves as you stay grounded. The path ahead is not something you need to fear, it is something you walk into with trust. You are now entering a quieter stretch, where everything that has already been set in motion continues to work without noise. This is where many begin to doubt, because it feels calm after intensity. But this calm is not emptiness, it is confirmation. What needed to be revealed has already been brought into the light, and what needed to be removed has already been moved out of your path. You are not waiting for something to happen, you are living in the result of what has already happened. There is a deeper level of protection surrounding you now, one that does not rely on signs or signals to prove itself. You may not see dramatic changes all at once, but you will feel a steady sense of safety returning to your spirit. That feeling is not imagined, it is a response to what has shifted around you. The environment that once held tension is losing its hold, and you are beginning to breathe in a different way. Type 888 if you feel this shift. You must understand that when someone tries to interfere with what I have placed over your life, they are not only stepping outside of truth, they are stepping into a consequence they cannot control. The one who tried to study your life has already stepped into that consequence. They are now dealing with the weight of what they uncovered, and it is not bringing them clarity, it is bringing them confusion. That confusion is not something you need to fix, it is something they must face on their own. Your role in this has always been to remain steady, and you have done that even when it was difficult. There were moments when you could have reacted, moments when you could have tried to explain yourself, and moments when you could have stepped into unnecessary conflict. Yet you held your ground, even when it felt uncomfortable. That choice has protected you more than you realize, and it continues to keep you in alignment now. You are stepping into a place where your energy is no longer pulled in different directions. The scattered feeling you once had is being replaced with focus, and the heaviness you once carried is being replaced with lightness. This is not something that happens by chance, it is a result of what has been cleared away. When interference is removed, clarity naturally follows. Type 666 to affirm your peace. There is a strengthening happening within you that is quiet but powerful. It is not about becoming louder or more forceful, it is about becoming more grounded and more certain. You are no longer easily shaken by what you hear or what you sense around you. Instead, you are learning to remain centered, allowing things to pass without pulling you off balance. This is a sign of growth, and it is a sign that you are moving forward in the right way. You may begin to notice that the need to prove yourself is fading. Where you once felt the urge to explain or justify, you now feel a sense of calm that removes that pressure. This is because you are no longer relying on external validation to define your truth. What you know within you is enough, and that knowing is becoming stronger with each step you take. The exposure that took place has created a separation that is necessary for your next phase. There are things that could not move forward with you, and now they have been left behind. This separation is not loss, it is preparation. It is creating space for what belongs to you to enter without interference or confusion. You are not meant to carry what others tried to place on you. The weight of their assumptions, their actions, and their intentions does not belong to you. You have been released from that, even if you are still adjusting to what that release feels like. Give yourself the space to settle into this new feeling, because it is part of your growth. As you continue, you will begin to see opportunities align in ways that feel natural. Things that once required effort will begin to flow more easily, and decisions that once felt complicated will become clear. This is not because everything has suddenly become simple, it is because your path has been cleared of what was blocking it. You are now moving in a space where alignment replaces resistance. There may still be moments where old thoughts try to return, reminding you of how things felt before the exposure. When that happens, do not attach yourself to those thoughts. Recognize them, but do not give them power. You are not in that same place anymore, and you do not need to respond in the same way. What was true then is no longer your reality now. You are being guided into a place where your confidence is steady and your direction is clear. This is not a temporary feeling, it is something that will continue to grow as you move forward. The more you trust what is unfolding, the stronger that confidence will become. You do not need to rush this process, you only need to stay aligned with it. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. The one who tried to interfere is no longer a factor in your journey. Their presence has been reduced in a way that matters, and their influence has been removed from your path. This is not something you need to check or confirm, it is something that has already been done. Your focus is not on them, it is on where you are going next. You are stepping into a phase where your life begins to reflect the clarity you are feeling within. What is happening inside of you will begin to show in what you experience around you. This is how alignment works. It starts within and then becomes visible.